All right, welcome North Florida school students and parents and all of our administrators. Such a great day to celebrate school choice at North Florida School of Special Education, right?
Yeah, come on!
So I'm Bert Brown, President of the Board of Directors at the North Florida School of Special Education, also known around here as Ben Brown's dad. So I want to welcome everyone, especially Dr. Dre Graham, Executive Director of Independent Education and Parental Choice, who traveled all the way over from Tallahassee today to be here on behalf of Governor DeSantis and visit our school and celebrate school choice with us. Let's give him a big hand. So, as you know, School Choice Week is a time to celebrate education options for students that extend beyond the traditional school settings. One look around this campus will tell you it's easy to see North Florida School of Special Education is not your traditional school. From the barn to the pet bakery to Very Good Farms to the many therapeutic classroom resources, NFSSE's campus and programs are extra special. But the heart of the school is you, our 265 students, postgraduates with your unique and wonderful abilities. Over the years, I've had the privilege of watching my son grow into the best version of himself because of what is offered here at the North Florida School of Special Education. I'm so proud of all of you. You are hardworking, you're determined, and incredible. The sky is the limit for all NFSSE students. Now, I'd like to take a moment to introduce Gage Torbett, who will sing the national anthem, and John Swanda, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
Please be outstanding for our national anthem and honor the brave men and women who serve to protect our country.
Now you put your right hand on your heart and begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic that which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, North Florida school students. Who can tell me why we're all gathered here today? Come on, somebody shout it out. School choice. That's right, we are here because of school choice. Think about it. Without school choice, we would live in a world without NFSSE. Through this program, state scholarships cover a portion of tuition for the North Florida School of Special Education. The fundraising efforts led by our wonderful board of directors closes the gap. This financial support makes NFSSE affordable for all students with unique abilities regardless of the ability to pay. Now that is something to celebrate. Come on, let's go! We believe that all students deserve a quality education to become the best version of yourselves. School choice enables us to create an environment especially tailored for you. And you do the rest with hard work, determination, kindness, and a supportive community. I am so proud of each of you. You are the reason that we keep innovating to become the best learning environment for students with intellectual differences. You are the reason, North Florida School students, that we are celebrating 30 years. Now we are in for a special treat. I would like to invite some of our parents and students to share the difference school choice has made in their life. Parents?
Well, my name's Joe Jacquot, and I'm here on behalf of my wife, Shannon. We have 3 kids. 2 of them are older. We have a daughter who's 16, a son, her name's Arden, son Jack, who's 14, and then our son James, who's 12, who's here in the audience. Hi, James. And I just wanted to give you our brief history on homeschooling and really leave you with 3 thoughts. One of those is family environment, second is character development, and third is transition. We started to homeschool 10 years ago when our daughter was in 1st grade, and we realized she had some divergent skills. Her reading, her memory was very accelerated, but her math was really struggling. We held her back a year. That only discouraged her on the reading, so we decided we needed to take her out of school and come up with our own homeschool program, which my wife built up from scratch, so kudos to her in figuring it out. And we had our daughter homeschooled, then our older son Jack kind of followed suit, and then James, we decided, we'd do the same. And it was really an awesome environment for James to have with his older siblings. For them really to develop bonds. For him, his older brother's his best friend, so he got to be with his best friend all day long. It really trained, I think, our older children to care for him and to respect him and to be able to engage him throughout the day, right? And it's not really easy for kids to, kind of stay civil when they have to be together for, 10, 12 hours a day. So it was good for that. And we also put a big emphasis on reading, so it was a great environment for us to read to the kids, to see them learning to read. I think for James to be exposed to those stories. And his favorite book, if anyone was wondering, has anyone seen the movie Marley? Raise your hand. Oh yeah. So James's favorite books are Marley and Me, which is good stuff. The second issue I wanted to mention is character development. And we really wanted, and particularly Shannon wanted a chance to really work on James's heart as she worked on his mind. So really to cultivate a heart that cared for others, that loved others, that really a heart that had a proper response. Some of that's behavior, some of that's attentiveness, but some of that is just developing, right reactions and a real love for others. And I know that James loves others because he certainly in Publix will walk up to some random guy, grab his hand, grab my hand and say, shake. So So he's often, bringing strangers together. And I'll really say, that character development has played out in James in that he's really the house comedian. I mean, he's the funny guy, and it's really great to see his colors come out and to see his character come out and bring so much joy through his humor to the rest of us. The third thing I'll mention is transition. So, we homeschooled for 10 years. Our daughter, who's in 11th grade, is still homeschooling, and she's very independent, self-motivated, intellectually curious. It's a great fit for her. Jack is in 9th grade, and he's now in a high school, and it's a better fit for him. He wants to play football, and he plays piano, and he's kind of good across the board, and it's a good environment for him. And we've been looking at North Florida for 3 years or more, and really gotten to know Sally and Bert, and we just felt like it was the right time for James to transition as well. And what he's certainly learning here, I'll just leave it with these thoughts, are community of peers, and we just see him just growing to love that every day. Second is an independence. Rather than us anticipating his needs and just responding too quickly, it's giving him the chance to figure out how to meet those needs himself. And I think most importantly, getting instruction and learning from others, right? It's not just mom and dad, it's particularly mom, but it's learning from his teachers here. He loves to come home and talk about Miss Bowman and Miss M and Mr. Sontag, and I go on and on. But I know he really not only is learning, but is learning to love those other teachers. So thank you so much for giving me a chance to talk about our school choice.
Good morning. My name is Rekita Brown. I am the mother of Cordell Lee. I would say in 2016, I lived in Daytona, and I wanted something different for Cordell. He attended a school for children with autism in Daytona, but I wanted something more. So I was graduating from college that year, and I decided, let me go to Jacksonville and look at some schools for Cordell. So I went to maybe 2 other schools, and one of the schools directed me here to North Florida. And with the other 2 schools I went, and I was just like, all right. But when I came here, I can honestly say I was in this school for maybe 5 minutes, and my mind was just running, and I'm thinking, I've got to get my kid here. He's got to come. So I talked to Miss Deb, and she explained to me everything. She gave me information. I didn't even have to really read carefully, and what I felt when I was in this school, I had never felt that before, and I was just so wanting this for my son. So I went home, and I told my parents, and I said, I'm selling my house. I'm moving to Jacksonville after I graduate. And my parents panicked. They were like, you can't take Cordell away from us. And I said, he has to go to this school in Jacksonville. And my dad was kind of iffy, but the day that Cordell came to visit the school for a half a day, I was working, and I asked my parents, can you bring him there? So they came, and when they came back, my mom pulled me aside. She says, don't tell your dad I'm telling you this, but he's behind you 100% in that school, and we're gonna do whatever we have to do to help you get Cordell there. So Cordell started here in October of 2016, and what I have seen, the growth in Cordell, I can't even put it into words. He did speak bare minimum, but now, I mean, he talks more here, he talks more with us at home, he interacts with other people, he loves his peers, he loves school. Cordell loves school more than he loves home. God forbid, when that pandemic hit, I thought I was gonna literally pull my hair out, because every day Cordell was saying, I want to go to school, I want to see my friends. So North Florida for Cordell is home, and that makes my heart happy. It makes my parents' hearts happy. It makes me happy when my peers say, my God, Rekita, Cordell has just transformed. You know, he's doing so much. You know, he's doing so much better. He talks. And I just tell him, I said, it's the school. I said, you know, I try to do things with Cordell, and he listens to me a bit, but this school, all the teachers, the staff, I mean, it's amazing. I love the whole North Florida community. Cordell loves it, my parents, and I owe Cordell's growth to Sally, Miss Deb, all the staff that he's had when he's been here, and all the embracing of Cordell, and I love it. And if I don't have any regrets. The only regret I have is that I wish I would have came here sooner. And I thank all of you. It's a blessing. It warms my heart. I get very emotional when I talk about it, but I absolutely love the feeling when I talk about North Florida, and I love what it's done for Cordell. And I thank you all.
Okay. Hello, my name is Willette Treadway. I am a secondary 9 student here at North Florida School. This isn't my first year here, but I have made many friends with my classmates and teachers. One thing about me, I love to help people. Nice to people North Florida School lets me to do all the time. The students and staff at North Florida School wants me to be the best Willette I can be. So they let me help them all the time. I love to read the little ones. Every Thursday with Ms. Rekita, I like to help my friends with their classwork, and I like to help Ms. Nancy with the Caroline dismissal. Now that my other school was so hard at North Florida School, I learned the value of money and working on making change so I can work in the cafe. I also learned about rectangle and prism. I love my school because of the chance it gave me to learn and see new things like the animals in the barn, sing with the science hat, and art with the art teachers. North Florida School is so calm and peaceful. I feel safe here every time I go to the school, and people know who I am and say my name. Feel happy. All my teachers here makes me happy when I get to switch classes. I want to be the best person I can. I am so glad I can go to a school that wants the same for me and all of the other students here. I love North Florida School.
Hi, I'm DeStefano, and I would like to tell you why I chose North Florida School as my school when I first came here. I thought it was going to be like every other school I went to. All my other schools, I was alone, had no friends, and felt that teachers didn't care that I wasn't progressing. I needed help. I couldn't work, I couldn't focus, and I could not succeed. My world was closed, and I knew it, but I couldn't figure out why or how to fix it. When I walked in through the North Florida School doors, I was prepared for the worst, another run-of-the-mill school. But I was surprised. I knew right off the bat that this school was different, and in that instant, my life was changed forever. I went from dreading school to not wanting to leave school. Not only was I learning, but I was learning like I never thought was possible for me. And suddenly, my future looked so much brighter. In just a few years at North Florida School, I went from barely being able to do basic subtraction to doing math work, books with on-grade level problems. I went from reading only a few words to chapters. During reading time, I stopped watching the clock and waiting for it to be over, to instead having to be told that I had to put my book away because reading time was over. I realized how amazing reading truly is and how it can open up the world. But that's only the beginning. I feel that I've made numerous other leaps in my social development. I have made friends and I know how to respond properly in tough or confusing social situations. At North Florida School, I wouldn't even be able to come before you and verbally speak about any of this. North Florida School changed my life in an unspeakably, inconceivably remarkable way. Thank you, North Florida School, for special education and everything you've done. Let me assure you, I am a living example of how you make a difference.
And now, Dr. Graham, I want to invite you up here to sing our special song today. Now, we did practice this right before you got here, so I did get a printout of the lyrics for you. I'm going to grab those for you, okay? Oh, this is for you. This is for me. These are your lyrics. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right.
Okay, give me 1 second here. We're all tiny.
Do you guys think Dr. Graham can do this?
Now, about 9 years ago in 2013, I came to this school for the first time. Do you remember your first time teaching a music class, Dr. Graham?
I do. We're talking 16 years ago?
16 years ago, yes. Were you nervous?
Very, incredibly nervous.
Me too. I was so nervous that day to teach that class. I was underprepared and overconfident, and I came to this school and I had this little music lesson, and I'm like, I'm gonna teach these kids about music. As I'm pacing my living room that morning, thinking, oh my gosh, I have no idea what I'm doing, I started singing a little bit. I said, I love music, right? And I said, we could just do a little call and response with the kids, because I love music, they must love music, right?
Absolutely. Everybody loves music.
And I was like, well, if anything goes wrong, we could just sing that. Well, I started singing that, and the kids loved it, and they had a blast. And one student raised his hand and he said, what about my school? I love my school. And that's how this song was born. Dixon McDonald said, I love my school. I love my friends. I love my teachers. I love everything about this place. And we made a list of all the things we loved about this school. And we've been doing that over the last couple weeks, haven't we, guys? There are so many reasons for you guys to love this school. I want to tell you that you are the reason that I love this school so much, guys. Now let's sing. Are you ready, Dr. Graham? Are you ready, kids? You know the drill. You repeat after me. Dr. Graham is going to help lead you. I love my school. I love my school. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I love my school. I love my school. How about you? How about you? North Florida.
Good morning, North Florida School. On behalf of Governor DeSantis, I want to wish you all a happy National School Choice Week. What an incredible time to celebrate. And really just the only word that comes to mind right now is wow. Wow. As a family member of a student with unique abilities, this school is just such an example, and I've only seen just a small portion so far, but it's such an incredible example of the possibilities when we focus on doing what's best for all students. And as I got a chance to sit with Mr. Sontag and collaborate with their class and getting a chance, just a glimpse of a normal day in the life of the music students there, I just reflected back to my time as an educator and that why and the reason that we're there. And a phrase that has been echoed quite a bit since I've been here is one that I actually use myself as I get opportunities to speak to different people. And that's giving students the opportunity to pursue the best version of themselves. And that is what school choice does. It provides opportunities, equitable educational experiences tailored to the individual needs of each student so they have the opportunity to pursue the best version of themselves. And that's why we're here. That's why we're here as educators. That is why the state of Florida is committed to continuing to expand and provide these opportunities for access and for chances for these students to go out and become positive contributing members of society and be that best version. I'm not going to take up a whole lot of time, but as I was sitting there listening to the incredible testimonials and performances of these students, I don't think you know how difficult it is to get on stage and perform in front of a group of your peers. But let's just take a quick second to give another huge round of applause and standing ovation for these students that have performed and have gone on stage and spoken in front of their peers. Absolutely incredible. I am so proud of you, so great that I got the opportunity to hear you guys and to engage in not only your stories, but your giftings. It has been such a special experience for me that I can't wait to take back to Tallahassee and tell everybody about it, the incredible things that you are doing that are happening at this school. And so I will leave you with this thought, and that is that possibilities create opportunities for success. But it all starts from that belief that you can and understanding that why. And so because I was a music teacher, and I know I don't think I said that or not, but when I was in the classroom and I had an opportunity to connect with my group of students, I taught music. I was a high school band and orchestra director. And nothing connects us together like music does. And so I'll leave you with a song. And I wasn't planning on singing. Sometimes I sing whenever I speak. I was like, no, this is serious. I mean, I'm representing the governor, and so there's no room for singing. But clearly we've already done some singing, and I think this message is so appropriate that we just remember that as we continue to knock down walls and break barriers and accomplish things many didn't think we could ever accomplish, we remember that why, and that why comes from here. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow, why, then oh why can't I? Happy National School Choice Week, so excited to be here.
and that he sent Dr. Brown instead. You know, our governor loves the North Florida School of Special Education. He has called it the gold standard of schools across our state. And we love our lawmakers and our governor for what he has been able to accomplish and what they've been able to accomplish in really promoting school choice. Dr. Graham, thank you. You are a kindred spirit to the North Florida School. It was obvious the first minute I heard your voice, even though I said he sounded like he was like 15 on the telephone. But it is obvious to us that you understand who we are and you understand our students and their abilities and the opportunity that we love giving them every day. So thank you for making the trip from Tallahassee. We have a special gift for you. Our Art with Soul students, some of you raise your hands. So some of this that's in the bag is created, lovingly created from our Art with Soul students. And I think you're gonna love it because it has a lot to do with music.